Guys, Bournemouth won, Manchester United won. Now, I want to say this, Semenyo is a very dangerous player. Well, see, after watching Semenyo play today, I'm sure Manchester United fans themselves will be asking Manchester United to sign Semenyo next season. Most fans do not know who Semenyo is, and I'm sure after today's game, they are going to the old videos of Semenyo and say, this player is a very dangerous player and needs to be at Manchester United. Do you know Semenyo has scored against Manchester United 2 times this season? He scored against them at the Old Trafford and scored against them at the Vitality Stadium, home and away. Semenyo is a very good player, and I'm here to tell you about his performance and also the record Semenyo is breaking in the English Premier League. But before we jump into it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and also turn on notification. My name is Adam. You are watching SportsCornerGH. Quickly, let's jump into it. You see, Bournemouth came into this game to actually win it, because if they had won, it means they have secured an European spot for now. Because this is a team that have been vying for that European spot all season. Their performance and everything was to target an European spot, be it the Europa League or the Conference League. Now, today's game is 1-1, and it's not over for them yet. Now, for Manchester United, they were playing the game as if they were no more interested in playing in the EPL. And I don't blame them. This is a team that is vying for the Europa League. And their next game in the semi-finals of the Europa League is against Athletic Club. So most of these players want to be fit for that game, because if they win the Europa League, then they get to play in the UCL next season. For this season, they have nothing to do with the EPL. If you look at where Manchester United is, no one will tell you that United are no more interested in playing in the EPL. They don't care about the EPL. Those clubs that have to be relegated have already been relegated. So United themselves are using the EPL games as warm-up for the Europa League. So today, if you notice the first half, United players were very laggy, they were very lazy, they were not pressing the ball, they were playing as if there was no sense of urgency in the game, and they got punished in the first half by Antoine Semenyo. He scored a goal in the 22nd minute. Semenyo scored a brilliant goal, and see, Semenyo this season, as I said before, most Manchester United fans don't know who Semenyo is. So when Manchester United showed interest in the player, a lot of people were questioning, who is this Semenyo? Who is he? We have heard of him before. But today, the performance, I'm sure they have seen who Semenyo is, and most of them will go back to YouTube and go and watch his old compilation. Semenyo today should have scored about 2 or 3 goals. I'm not going to lie to you. After scoring that goal in the first half, early part of the second half, he had a clear-cut chance and he was not clinical enough. But you see, Semenyo is breaking records in the EPL. And I want to take you through some of the records Semenyo is breaking, because it is mind-blowing as at this point will lie. See, Semenyo has surpassed Mo Salah with the player with most shots in the EPL. Semenyo now has 117 shots in the EPL. Mo Salah has 116. I'm sure it's going to be short-lived, but then at least for now, as I'm speaking to you now, Semenyo is top when it comes to players with most shots in the EPL. Semenyo is there. Now let's move on to another statistics that is very interesting. The goal Semenyo scored today gives him a total tally of 9 goals in the EPL with 4 assists. This is his personal best. He has played the EPL, if I'm not lying, this is his 3rd season. Now, in his previous season, he scored 8 goals. This season, he has scored 9 goals, surpassing his performance last season. Now, the goals he has scored so far in the EPL in his career is 18 goals. Now, this 18 goals surpasses Michael Asian's 17 goals in the EPL. So when it comes to the highest goal-scoring Ghanaian players in the EPL, Semenyo has surpassed Michael Essien to become the 5th Ghanaian player with the highest goal in the EPL. This is record. Now, when I talked to you about that statistics a few days ago, I told you that age is on the side of Semenyo. And if Semenyo continues to play in the EPL, especially with a very, very good team, Semenyo could even surpass Jordan Ayew, who has 41 goals in the EPL. Currently, he's the one holding the title. But then these are records Semenyo is breaking, and this is mind-boggling. 9 goals and 4 assists in the EPL. If you want to take his performance across all competition, it is 11 goals. Semenyo is a super player this season for Bournemouth, and I believe that they need to be rewarded with an European spot. I want to see Semenyo play against all the best teams from Europe, be it in the Europa League or the Europa Conference League. Today, he was brilliant, and Semenyo, as I said, he has scored against Manchester United at the Old Trafford and also at the Vitality Stadium. So this is a player who sees Manchester United as an old customer. Oh, he knows how to score against Manchester United. He just knows how to deal with Manchester United properly. But it's rather unfortunate that they were not able to walk away with 3 points because there was a player in the Bournemouth squad called Ivan Nelson who received a red card, and that made them short one man. And that was from about the 70th minute thereabouts to the end of the game. Now, they considered that goal from hojlund in 90 plus 6 minutes. Manchester United just know how to score late goals. So I'm just surprised Bournemouth did not do their research of Manchester United. If you're looking for one club that knows how to score late goals, it is Manchester United and Real Madrid in the world. These two clubs. Finish. No other team knows how to score last-minute goals more than these two clubs, Manchester United and Real Madrid. So for me, I'm shocked Bournemouth did not do their research. If you are one man down, then you need to manage the game. You need to defend very well. You need to solidify your positions in that game. But then, guys, it is what it is. It just did not go well for Bournemouth, and they were not able to pick up all full 3 points. Now, let's talk about the standing. Now, currently, if you take a look at the EPL table, Bournemouth were supposed to occupy the 8th position if they had won the game. But because they drew, they are currently at the 10th position. And as I said, they need to occupy that 8th position to be able to qualify for the Europa Conference League. But this is only possible if Crystal Palace does not win the FA Cup. So there is a lot of permutations here and there. Like, I mean, you don't want this team to win that. There is a lot of things that is going to shape how this table looks like and where your position is going to determine where you're going to play next season. But then, guys, Semenyo's Bournemouth are currently 10th. It's rather unfortunate. If they had walked away with 3 points, they would be at 8th position, meaning that next season they are going to play in the Europa Conference League. But then, guys, let me take you through Semenyo's performance and numbers in that game. In that game, he played 85 minutes. He scored a goal in that game. His expected goal in that game, the XG, is 0.30. If you take a look at accurate passes completed, it is 16 out of 18, accumulating to 89%. Long ball successful, 1 out of 2. Shot on target, 1. Shot off target, 1. Ground balls won 2 out of 5. If you take a look at other statistics, such as his defensive statistics, clearances 3, block shot 1, interceptions 2. I mean, Semenyo was not bad. He was rated 7.8 by SofaScore, an excellent rating in my own opinion. And at the end of the day, he should be working with the man of the match. But then, because Manchester United scored and everything, he might not get the man of the match, but I felt like he did enough to have won the man of the match. But at the end of the day, the scoreline was 1-1. Let me know what you think about Semenyo's performance today. And if Manchester United should still pursue the player, if you were Semenyo, would you go to Manchester United? Because Manchester United are out of shape. There are a lot of problems in the team. But this is a team that is interested in Antoine Semenyo. For Onana, on the other hand, Onana becomes the first African goalkeeper to have conceded 100+ goals in the English Premier League. As Semenyo is creating records for himself, Onana is also creating some records for himself. Obianin a record. I mean, as simple as that. But then, guys, this is the update and also my reaction towards Antoine Semenyo's performance for Bournemouth against Manchester United. Let me know your thoughts about it down below in the comments. And as I said, wallahi, Semenyo is a dangerous player. I'm going to see you in the next one. Charlie, we go vibe.